to the city of Luyarna. The last we left off, our our quadruple of characters decided to explore the streets, finding various houses, but only finding one lived in. A hunter who gave them some assistance and sent them on their way to find the Radiant Church. Throughout the streets, they found and saw various monstrosities until they came across a large plaza where systematically they were and currently still are being assaulted by geists before running up the stairs, knocking on the door, and alerting a lunar revenant to their presence. Where we will pick up the initiative once more. I will add the lunar revenant to the table. So, with a ghostly wail, the lunar revenant enters the field. And I am going to treat this as a surprise round, so I'm going to give a free turn for the lunar revenant. The lunar revenant... Let's see what they're gonna do. Okay, the lunar revenant is going to begin climbing down the wall. Yeah, they're gonna begin climbing down the wall and they're gonna dash, so... And Eldrinar, as you stand at the bottom of this massive entryway, knocking on the door, having alerted the Revenant, you see it climbing the wall with this giant sword in hand, and it's almost... actually, do you want to roll me... Yeah, Eldrinar, are you proficient in Arcana by any chance?
Regretfully not. But I do have one for it.
Alright, well, do you want to roll me an Arcana?
One second, I got kicked out of the game.
God.
Any chance I could argue perception?
I'm gonna need Arcana.
Okay.
Okay, you notice that as it crawls down the wall, first, it moves right past you. But as it moves in and out, the spaces where the moonlight isn't directly hitting, you're all currently in the light of the moon. But when it goes into like a dark corner where the moonlight doesn't strike, it completely vanishes and then reappears next to you. Or reappears. And for roleplay purposes and gameplay purposes, I am going to have to ask, realistically, how many of you do you think would have looked up towards the Lunar Revenant?
I feel like it's a chance Eldrinar might have, as soon as he, hears anything, if that makes sense.
Well, I can't hear anything, so...
That is true, so you would not have heard its sounds.
Yeah.
So that leaves Zenith and Pupa. Would you guys have looked towards the Lunar Revenant?
Is it tall enough that I'd be able to see it where I'm at on the staircase?
Yeah, it's pretty big. If you looked up towards the door, you would have seen it.
Okay, then fair enough. Then, yeah.
100% Zenith would have.
Okay, so then, with that nature, you are seeing, and I am going to spill the beans for this, because this is a ruling. The first time you spot a creature of CR 7 or higher, you're going to have to make a short-term, or a check to succeed against short-term madness. The Lunar Revenant is CR 8. So let me get a saving throw for you real quick.
That hurts.
Let us see here. Give me a wisdom saving throw, please. Pupa, Zenith, and Eldrinar. You are all fine. You are not afflicted by madness upon seeing the Lunar Revenant for the first time.
Pi, can I say something?
Sure.
I just want to say, Eldrinar, he stared into the void, and I think the void may have blinked.
The void may have blinked, preventing you from going insane. Alright. Now at the official top of the round, this Geist all the way at the bottom. Let me pull up the Geist here. It's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then its turn. Pupa, your turn.
Pupa is going to move over to let's redo that. To there. And then we'll kind of just like look at the Revenant and then look at our party like, is it hostile? Like,
do you want to make a... This is going to be an odd check asking you to make and one that you might not want to make, but asking you to make an insight check on an aberration of the moon. A 9. You cannot accurately tell its motives. Partially because it is a giant skeletal figure with a massive sword, so you can't really get any facial features. It's possible it just doesn't notice you. It's possible it knows you're there and doesn't care for you right now. You can't really tell.
alright.
Alright, so if that's your turn...
It is.
Okay. This is still happening, so on initiative count 20, another Geist enters the field. Where is this one? This one's in the black hole. Can it move?
It does. It takes 5 magical bludgeoning damage, though.
5 magical bludgeoning, and it can move. Is it difficult terrain?
It is difficult terrain inside the orb.
Okay.
And it is difficult terrain 5 feet outside of it, I think? Or just the center?
Do we want to post the novel again?
No, let's look at the whole wall of text.
Let's look at the novel.
Beyond its own radius.
So yeah, 5 feet next to it.
Just too much.
And its speed is halved until the start of its next turn. So, I mean, it's kind of this... Yeah, it takes damage and its speed is halved. So... Well, even with half speed, it can still move and get...
1 square needed.
and get to Twain.
The little guy.
And it is going to try... It is in its material form, I believe I said... So it's going to try and hit you with its Rod and Touch for a 17.
Yeah, it hits.
You'll be taking 8 poison damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw. You are not poisoned.
Let's go.
And
He's a
8 poison
8.
damage. Zenith, your turn.
So the giant skeleton aberration thing is not actively trying to kill us? It just walked. It kept going around the other.
Do you want to
stairwell.
give me an insight?
I mean, I could. I don't want to poke a beast.
I
But if
will
it's going down
say,
the other...
I'll say this at least for the purpose of this session, a natural 1 on insights will cause a madness roll. But I'm just going to say a natural 1.
You know what? Now I have to do it because that sounds fun. Yeah, I'll check it out. Okay, just a 12.
A 12 is a bit better than a 9. Again, you can't gleam if it's going to attack you, but you can see that it's looking at the Geists. And I will say you can probably glean that if it's going after the Geists, should there be no more Geists, it might turn on you, and you don't want to be ready for that.
Oh no, it's the Mind Flayer.
Go, Thrall. Yeah. Shook and concerned, Zenith is gonna just fixate on the only seemingly bastion of safety in her near vicinity. And is going to sprint towards the door and try pushing on it, as knocking seemed to not be effective.
Give me a straight strength. This is gonna be fun.
Just
Well,
another 12.
You begin pushing on this large metallic door, and it does not budge.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's too late to use a reaction if I'm able to at all. If you would allow it to give him help action, or would that not be allowed?
That, you're able to do that as a rogue? Can give it as a bonus?
I can't. I'll just ask him just if you would allow instead of using a reaction for something else.
I'll allow it to use up your reaction if you want to reroll that strength because of the help.
Sure, Zenith isn't the strongest person, but she'll give it another go.
14,
2 more.
The same result. You push, and this door does not budge. As you're kind of pushing against it and sliding back, you do look behind you, and you do see the safety... Okay, relative safety of the city behind you, but that is quite a run.
Mm-hmm.
But that is your turn. As the Geists... You know, at the sight of a Lunar Revenant, the Geists begin running.
Uh-oh.
And the Lunar Revenant... Yeah, this guy's gonna jump. He's going to leap right down here.
Oh.
Let's see. He's gonna get right here. And he's going to swing his massive sword on this Geist. I'm gonna let you see these rolls, my friends. Let me look at the Geist. Great sword, that hits, and then he's gonna slam into it twice.
Oh my god!
And that Geist is gone.
Yes.
So, you see this massive skeletal figure over these railings, at least Pupa does, over the railing, leap down over this fountain of blood, slam down with its greatsword into this Geist, and just dash the Geist. Eldrinar.
My apology, Zenith, right? Next to Eldrinar. Eldrinar looks to Zenith and says, Eldrinar is going to frantically try to open that door.
Okay, how do you try and open it?
I guess I'm gonna... You know what? What is Zenith made out? Or what is Zenith again?
Oh god, I'm blanking on the name. Oh no!
A
She is a
Demidredge.
Nebulare
You can also
Demidredge.
give me a perception if you'd like on the door.
Sure, can I?
Yeah.
She is flesh and bones, in case that is a question.
You look at the door. There seems to be no handle. There seems to be no lock.
Just the big glowing eye in the middle?
Just
Is there like
big
a seam down the
glowing.
middle? A visible seam?
No. It is a solid... no, there is a visible seam, but it is still a solid door with no handles and no lock.
Hey, wait, I totally forgot. Is Bardic Inspiration a reaction?
Action. Or
Oh,
bonus
it's an
action.
action,
Bonus
okay.
action. Bonus action.
Bonus action. Oh, okay, never mind then.
And pushing on the doors from Zenith proved nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I'll assume we can't run to the left or right. We have to go straight down if we want to get out of here.
I mean, if you want to jump into a pool of blood, or you can take the stairs.
No, I mean once you're past there, like, to get into the city.
I'll make a line here. If you make it to any of the edges of the map that are past the stairs, I will count you as running into the city, yes. You do not have to go to the bottom of the map.
Understood. Well, there's still, one ghost here. He wants the ghost dead, so I think we're safe for a turn. Could I use my thievish ways to try to figure out some way to open this door? If that's at all possible.
How would you like to do that?
I don't know. Like, would my guy have ever come into contact with a door like this is what I'm trying to figure out. Because if he would have, then he might have an idea how to open it, if that makes sense.
Give me a... Give me a history. Which actually, was there any bonuses? No. 18 history. You may have encountered extremely locked doors before and unmovable doors before, and you think you may have the time to open it, but that is exactly that. Do you have the time to open it before the Lunar Revenant turns on you?
Any estimation on time, or just random?
It may take you a couple turns to open the door.
I look at Zenith, I say, I'm gonna need a bit to open this, but I can open it. Just do you think it's worth risking the time?
Her eyes are darting frantically in every direction.
The entire
As
time
you're
you
like-
can
her,
hear the Lunar Revenant marching towards these geists.
Her shoulders to the wall, pushing her feet sliding out from under her. No, I don't.
Eldrinar just say, buy me time. I don't know. I take out the short sword that I mended. I say, use this as a distraction. And I shove it into your hands and I start working on the door.
Okay. Let me see something. Did you take Thieves' Tools?
It comes automatically with a rogue.
Okay, so...
That is one reason I like rogues.
I believe... you can... I think if you click on the tool, it should roll?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, you
25?
begin... The 25, there is no lock on this door, so the 25 is firstly finding a way to get through the door.
Got it.
The 25 I will give you, if you can find a way to jimmy the space between both massive doorways, you might be able to wrench the door open. But again, that will take time. So as you're doing that, Twain.
Actually, hold on 1 second if you don't mind, Pi.
Mm-hmm.
There might be something else I can do.
Sure.
Dang, I gotta be level 3 for that. I was gonna say, because if I get Rogue with Fast Hands, I can use these tools also as a bonus action.
Well then, until level 3, Twain, your turn. You do have a Geist in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Thunderwave on the guys, just trying to get away from it.
Put in Thunderwave.
Come on. Yes.
Constitution saving throw.
Yup.
12.
That does not beat it.
So, and it gets sent, what, 10 feet back?
10 feet, yeah.
5, 10, okay.
And then, what was it? It'll take 10 thunder damage.
10 thunder damage. Okay.
And then Twain needs to get the hell out of here, so... 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he can only get like this far.
Okay. This Geist is just going to leave the map. Pupa. Yeah, okay, I'll allow it.
Alright, I actually want to double verify that real quick, because I can't remember if it just gives me proficiency or if it like gives me advantage. Pew, 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 pew. Sadly enough, I do not have the PDF up right now. That was dumb of me.
Let's see, can I find it in time?
Background amnesia. I feel really stupid right now because I should have pulled that up. I even thought about it. Was like, oh, I should pull that up because I know I'm going to need to reference it at some point.
I'm looking. Amnesiac. The GM might allow you to recall a small detail about the world, give you a hint about the situation at hand, or allow you to use your proficiency with a skill or tool you aren't normally proficient with a single roll. So it gives you your proficiency.
Excellent, thank you. So religion?
Yes.
Okay. Plus 2 to that, 16.
16 religion. Okay, let me read something.
Because this is a church, right?
You're at the... Yes. I need to read something. Okay, now I need to make a decision. What is everyone's backgrounds again? We have an amnesiac, we have worthless husk.
Bottom dweller.
Yeah. What is Zenith and Eldrinar?
Zenith is an initiate.
I think I'm the investigator.
Investigator, and what was it from Zenith?
Cult initiate.
Cult initiate, okay. Investigator, I will allow right now as a freebie at the top. Would you like to roll me a history, please, Eldrinar?
Sure, and if you don't mind, could you send me the PDF again?
I will, yes, when I
Thank you.
can, or someone else can get to it. But yeah, give me a history, please.
Will do. Here goes my +1. I hit the wrong button.
Did you accidentally He quit the game again.
Yeah, my push to talk button is apparently the same button that takes me out.
Okay, so Pupa, 14 religion. That you cannot recall any
16.
religious. 16 religion. You cannot really recall any religious rituals that may open the door. And this is
Okay.
This history is fault of my own. I should have given this to you before. A 20 tells you that this is the gate for the Black Watch, a barracks for hunters and the city guard. You think you could maybe, given time, pry this door open, but with a 20 history, unless you have a siege engine, you're probably not going to open this door.
Oh no.
Huh.
If you had hours upon hours, you could open this door one single person. But you
Is
do not
there
have hours.
any chance I could undo that lockpicking then?
When it gets back to you, I will give you... I'll kind of be kind because I messed this up a little bit. I will give you one free action.
Thank you.
But Pupa, it is your turn.
Yeah, she would take her movement up 35 feet, and be like, so, we going through the door? Tilt head.
Eldrinar's gonna look to Pupa and say, he's just gonna look at you dead face, or, like dead look in the eyes, and he's just gonna say, run.
I'm sorry. I will dash action, take my movement, and actually run straight into the door.
He looks
And
you
then
get
purposely fall back prone. I end my turn.
Okay, sure. Let me give you the prone symbol. This Geist is actually going to try and turn on the Lunar Revenant
Oh.
and get right up in its space. But that's its move. Zenith, Eldrinar just turned around dead in the face and said, run.
After being told to be a distraction with the sword and then told to run away, very much mixed emotions going through Zenith right now. As she's just gonna run towards her friend and try to get the fuck out of Dodge. So let's ruler. Obviously dash actioning.
Are you grabbing Pupa or?
Oh no, sorry,
Just
Pupa.
running
I
past
meant
it.
my I meant my tiny friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down here.
Who I don't know can't hear me yet. So the whole time is yelling to turn around and run, but getting no response.
Alright, so that's your turn.
Yep.
This Geist is going to try and join its buddy, but it can't do anything, so the Lunar Revenant is next. Great Sword at the bottom one, which hits, and then the slam to the top, and then a slam to the bottom.
Oh my god.
And both of them are gone. And Eldrinar, you can hear the sounds of swords slamming and just the ground quaking as the Lunar Revenant turns around.
Oh no.
When he turns around, can I just wave hi to the Revenant?
Sure.
I wave hi.
And it's your turn.
Can I attempt to drag Pupa?
You can. I'm gonna say it'll cut your movement in half.
Yeah, that works. So I move 15 feet, so how much more would that be? Like 5 or 10, would you say? Or would you say that 15 would be it? Because like 15 before I would start dragging
Yeah,
them.
I'll give you 10 more feet of movement. So bring them right here.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action dash.
Okay, so that'll...
I'm going to action dash.
Okay.
I'm going to action dash.
Alright, so I will say you're all together. So we're going to leave the initiative order. And you are now successfully back running into the city. However, I will ask you all, as they are... as the Lunar Revenant is chasing and slamming through the streets to try and get to you. It is hot on your heels. As you're running, congratulations. You begin looking around. A lucky break in your path. You have an open road with seemingly no monsters or obstacles, and you're able to keep running. I rolled the first d6. You have to roll 2 more. Who wants to roll the next d6?
I'll kill the party. Here we go.
Give a bardic inspiration.
Can I bardic?
Bardic Inspiration will do
D6
nothing
to it.
here.
2!
2.
Oh.
As you're all running through the city streets, you run into a street filled with scourge lichens, which join the chase.
Oh.
I need each of you to make a athletics check or acrobatics check.
I choose acrobatics.
I also choose it. Oh no!
They're weirdly the same. Athletics from the Warlock. Ah, crit!
Okay, so as you're running, Twain and Pupa, your speed kind of falters for a second, allowing the lichens to swing and catch up. This is going to be 2 bite attacks, one at Twain, one at Pupa. So this is the one at Twain for a 15,
Oh, that hits.
and this is the one to Pupa for an 11.
That misses.
The one
Oh,
against
come on.
Twain, as it bites you in the back, deals 4 piercing damage.
Alright, we're good.
Can
And now
yes,
you're a werewolf.
can I do the next 6 if you guys don't mind?
One moment for each.
I'm a lichen
Okay.
curse blood.
Yes, you may roll a d6 now, Eldrinar. 5. As you're running, you see a series of buildings that you're able to jump through, but the windows are all shattered and broken. Everyone give me an acrobatics check
Oh,
as you
thank
take a shortcut through these buildings.
Oof.
Oh.
DM, I can float. That changes anything.
That is a fair point. I need acrobatics now from Pupa. 17. Alright, I will take into account the fact that you can float. You're all able to make your way through the building shortcut and make your way through. Let's see here. You are able to, as I said, jump through the building where, with heavy steps from the Knight's Trials, you see not so far off in the distance a grand cathedral. The soaring bell tower blocks the moon's light while it tolls a desperate call, summoning survivors to seek refuge within its walls. The creature of shadow and bone clawing at your heels suddenly vanishes before the darkness cast by the cathedral spire. You see at the doorway, as you enter, the door flings open, and 2 hunters with guns drawn await your arrival as a half-orc in radiant church garb welcomes you in. I will move us You rush into the building and see the half-orc who comes up to all of you and says, "Oh, are all of you okay?" You see he has a gaunt face, deep-set eyes. He's dressed in traditional robes of faith, adorned with intricate gold embroidery. He speaks with a strong and confident voice, but you can see some uncertainty in his eyes as he asks you this question.
Zenith stops floating and drops to her hands and knees, panting from exhaustion.
Eldrinar just says, giant skeleton, giant sword, hates gas.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. I'm just like looking around.
Which, as you rush into the church, Twain, your hearing actually slowly begins coming back after the bell
Oh my
is
gosh.
tolled. And Pupa, you can feel the boomingness of your voice has seemingly disappeared as well upon entering the Radiant Church.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Did we make it?
Barely. Are we safe? She'll say, like, looking up at the priest.
He looks down at you and says, "Oh, you say you're safe. You're safe. Come with me. It looks like you need some rest. I should have a side room for you." He looks back at his hunters and says, "The two of you, would you mind guarding the door?" They nod their head and begin walking down the aisles.
That big thing's not gonna get us, right?
No, you should be more than safe in here. Come with me,
Okay.
please. He begins walking to a side room.
As we're following Eldrinar, tell him the place where we're at, like, describe it briefly and say there were a lot of dead knights.
So the city guard have failed then. Let us hope that this last bastion will stand through the night. And he leads you all to a side room where he opens the door and says, you all seem to have had quite the night. I'd recommend resting while you can. Please, welcomes you inside. It's a big enough room to accommodate the four of you.
I'll enter.
I will enter.
And as you enter, if you'd like to take a short rest, now is the time to do it.
Yes, please.
Fair no rest. Oh, he'll what's it called?
Short rest?
Oh, we're short resting?
Yes.
Oh, I think he said long rest. Never mind. Yeah, I'll
Short
just
rest.
if they're in Eldrinar, he's not hurt yet. He'll just walk around.
What is everyone's passive perceptions?
12.
10.
12.
15.
Okay. You notice that while you're resting, every now and then, the Father Hawk, who you have been told before by your hunter friend back at the house, Caspar told you about him. You see occasionally he opens the front door and allows in through your rest, your 30 minutes, however long you take. So if you're short resting, I'd recommend rolling some hit dice if you're hurt. But during the short rest, you notice that occasionally he opens the front door, allowing in steady trickles of survivors. You see most of them are injured. All of them are terrified, but he still lets them in, and you see him bring them back to a spiral staircase, leading them upstairs.
Curiosity-wise, is there anyone with like damaged clothes or items?
You see a few people walk in with some tattered clothes and wounds.
If there's like anyone that's like, like a mannequin, or if there's anyone that's like damaged clothes or weapons or anything, like Eldrinar would offer to do mending on them.
And you do, you help maybe 2 or 3 people. They are very gracious. As you join in, Father Hawk as well thanks you. And as you all short rest, Twain, are you gonna roll some hit dice?
How do I do that on this?
You
I
go
just took
to
the hit dice.
your sheet,
A little text.
and this button underneath temporary hit points. You click that. That's just my roll there, and you roll your hit points or your hit dice, and you gain back that HP.
There we go.
You can roll it as many as you have. As you all notice, the refugees huddle inside the church and be led up the stairs. You see a lot of them cling to each other in fear and exhaustion. The cathedral walls occasionally shake and rattle from the distant howls and roars of the undead outside, echoing through the halls and reminding you all of the constant danger you face. Despite this, you see the refugees find solace in the comforting presence of Father Hawk, who wanders among them, offering words of encouragement and reassurance. What is everyone's passive perception again? Sorry?
10.
15.
Zenith is 12.
Pupa, passive perception? What you got?
Passive perception?
Yes.
It's 12.
12. Okay, so Eldrinar, you notice that select few individuals occasionally leave and return with other citizens, specifically the hunters. The hunters in this building leave a few times and come back with more citizens. And they continue this process during your rest until just a few hours come before dawn, when all is quiet and you hear an insistent pounding on the doors outside, which leads Father Hawk to rush, we'll say right up here, and open them. And you see a blood-splattered hunter stumbles in before collapsing upon the threshold. Whoops. Others rush over to her aid, lifting her to safety, where they're brought to the center of the room. And you can see, with tears streaming down her cheeks, the hunter gasps and says, "There, here," before falling unconscious as a rising howl in the distance shatters the silence following her words.
Oh my gosh.
And immediately as that happens, Father Hawk comes to all of you and says, "I know you have had a troubled night, but I beg of you to assist me and my hunters and defend this most holy of church."
Okay.
I'm just watching Twain, following his lead.
I guess we can.
Where's the door at again? Right here?
The doors are, near the front.
Eldrinar just gets into a position behind this pew. And he gets ready to pew, pew, pew.
The hunters go and guard the doors, or the stairs, and Father Hawk thanks you. He brings this hunter back here, which you notice she is a dwarf. And he grabs her supplies and comes to you all, the four of you. First of all, he hands each of you a holy tonic.
Yes.
So each of you get a holy tonic, and he brings the supplies from the hunter and places them before all of you and says, perhaps these might be more of assistance to you for now. And he hands you this gold-inlaid rifle.
Can, if nobody else wants it, Eldrinar would probably take it.
I will not take it.
I'm unable to use it yet.
Yeah.
Hear me out, gun fu. It could be a monk weapon. No, I'm joking.
And then, so that is what that weapon does. If you want to put it down, it is both a flintlock and a rifle, but it is a rifle first and foremost. So 1d10 piercing. It has ammunition. He also gives you 20 bullets that he found. Two-handed, twinned barrel. Whole lot of goodies to it. But you can just jot down 1d10 damage, the extra bonuses, and its range is 120, 240.
Sorry, you said range is 240?
Range is 120 as the base range, and then 240 as the next range.
Okay. And you said, so do you remember whenever we talked about whenever I was working my character?
Mhm.
You said I could use Dex for these, correct?
Yes, and it is
Thank-
1d10 damage.
And I'm gonna assume piercing.
Yes. So as do Twain and Zenith do anything to ready themselves?
I know you're not a fan of a church, but I think we just need to live.
Yeah, I guess we said we would help, but I don't want to do much.
I go to the back of the room.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay. As you begin your prep, Pupa, was there anything from you?
No, not currently.
Okay. So, as you are preparing yourselves, you begin to hear rattling at the front door. And as the rattling commences, through one of the side walls of the cathedral, and through the windows, geists begin pouring through.
Oh shit!
As they materialize through the window, and we will roll initiative.
Oh my god, we're in the wrong spot.
Roll for my geists.
Oh.
Who's over here, DM? Why does it gotta be my side?
3, 4,
Oh my gosh.
then I need to put these guys here. That's not good. Do anything extra?
Right. Alright, I would like to, use a key point and Fury of Blows.
Okay.
Pew, 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 pew. Isn't that just another attack?
I believe so. Or, yeah, flurry of blows.
I've never played a monk before, so this is fun. Immediately after you take an attack, you can suddenly keep
Make
points.
2 unarmed strikes.
Oh, okay.
They both hit. 6 and 5. Okay.
Yay, 11 damage.
All right. Anything else?
No, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Father Hawk is going to. Are Twain or Zenith holding any weapons?
No.
No.
Okay, so
I
it's
was
not.
given a sword, but she would have put it away while she rested.
Okay, so then Father Hawk is just going to shout out, the doors! And he's gonna run towards the doors. Go right there. Eldrinar.
Quick understanding. So rolling with flintlocks. I'll assume it's one shot, then one action reload.
Yeah, so if you're tricking it into a flintlock,
Actually, I believe it doesn't start as a flintlock because it's in its untransformed state. That's what it is, and you have to transform it using a bonus action
that
to turn into a
is
rifle.
True. So then, I give you the wrong damage, my friend. I'm sorry.
No worry.
Let me get the correct damage for you. Because the flintlock is going to be dealing 1d8 piercing damage. And it has 2 barrels, so you can actually attack twice before having to reload, I believe.
Cool. And I am not proficient yet till I'm level 3, so... Yeah. I guess I'm gonna take a shot at this one, then try to free the Pupa up to hit the other one.
Okay.
$13?
13 will hit.
And it will... Yeah, and it will also add another 1d4.
Indeed.
Yeah, another 1d4.
Okay, you fire into this Geist and just blast it away.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I think I would get sneak attack with that, but yeah, that was enough.
Alright, any movement?
Let's see. Yeah. That's good.
Alright, Twain.
Yes. I'm scared shitless. I'm gonna move back, like right here, and I'm going to cast. I'm honestly just gonna cast Vicious Mockery again on this guy.
Alright, wisdom save?
It is, I believe. There we go.
Wisdom save for 1
Yeah,
damage.
wisdom save.
Okay.
Wow.
But it
Well,
has
thank God I was
disadvantage on its
doing.
attack roll.
Yep, so we're good.
Alright.
We're doing
anything
big
else?
stuff over here. I'm just gonna run back like another 5 feet.
Alright, so then this fallen Luyarnan's gonna try and bust through the door. And it busts through the door.
Oof.
And it's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This Geist here is going to go straight for Zenith
Oh no.
and try and attack you in its ethereal form. It does have disadvantage. Thanks to Vicious Mockery. Does a 17 hit.
Oh.
It does.
Alright, I'm gonna roll again so
Thank
it
you
doesn't
for
have
dropping
the...
the crit.
I'm gonna roll again so it does... Okay, I'm gonna roll again so it doesn't have the crit damage. Jesus Christ. And then I say that and I roll another crit. You're gonna take 9 cold damage and I need a Constitution saving throw.
My poor health bar, man. Who's bungee jumping so much? Con save. 7.
Oh.
So your hit point max is also reduced by 9. And it is
Not
your
9?
turn.
9, yeah. Okay, I have a... Wow, okay, that fucking sucks. Did I do my math wrong then? Yep, I did. Okay, well...
You also have resistance to cold damage.
Oh!
So
You're
gonna
right!
You're gonna take half of that. You're welcome.
Thanks, DM, for reminding me of my character sheet.
Yeah. So that's gonna be 5 damage because we round up.
Yes, okay. Oh, I am no longer as scared as I was 10 seconds ago. I'm gonna gravity whip again. Coalesce the shit in her hand and shoot it outwards with a 17 to hit it.
Alright, the one in front of you, that hits.
Yeah.
For 3 damage.
3... What kind of damage is it?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. And it's shoved 10 feet away.
Right there.
Just over there. And its speed is reduced by 5 feet.
Okay.
And realizing that the windows are less safe than I thought they were, I'm going to move towards the center of the room.
Alright.
And I'll stop right there.
Alright. This Geist is going to approach Pupa. Does an 18 hit Pupa?
Yes, it does.
That's 8 cold damage, and I need a con save, please. You are fine, just 8 damage. This Fallen Luyarnin's gonna try and break through. And he does. Gets right there. That's his turn. This Geist is gonna go after Wedge. And misses. Wedge is going to try and return in kind and attack twice with his longsword. 1, 2. He hits with 1. But he hits big.
Nice.
Biggs is going to fire a shot at the one in front. She's going to take a step forward and fire a shot at the one in front of Pupa, which misses. Pupa, your turn.
I'm going to attack the one next to me.
Hits.
For bludgeoning.
Damage. Alright.
And then, I'm going to, like, burn a key point and step of the wind.
Okay, disengage.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay, Father Hawk is going to throw a guiding bolt at the one on the left here.
Ooh.
That hits! Yeah. For 14 damage. And advantage on the next attack. Oh, I forgot they're tied to each other. The advantage on the next attack against this guy. Eldrinar.
Eldrinar is going to use a bonus action to turn the flintlock into a rifle.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire him with advantage.
Alright.
I hate this game.
No.
A 9 does miss.
Yeah.
And the next attack roll made against this target has advantage, so the advantage is gone.
Yeah, my bad.
Damn.
I don't know, can I just, like, chuck a freaking dagger or something, or would that not be allowed? Oh, wait, no. I use my bonus action. Never mind.
Alright, so if there's no movement, Twain.
I am gonna run right into the middle of everybody, and I'm going to use a Cure Wounds on Zenith.
Okay.
So it's
Thank
gonna be 1d8 plus 5. So you got 10.
I appreciate it. Unfortunately, my current health is my maximum right now. because
No
of the
way!
reductions.
And
Well,
I'm going to be a bit cruel here,
no, that's fair.
as you do use the spell
Yeah, no, that's fair.
to no effect.
Yeah. I was like, oh wow, I'll be nice.
Damn, I don't think I've ever seen the reduction actually shit on someone before. That sucks.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much health you had.
It's been reduced twice now, I should point out.
Oh, I
The
thought it
reason
only got
for that.
reduced once, that's why.
No.
Damn. Rip.
Anything else?
No, I'm hiding in between everyone.
Okay, the fallen Luyarnin is going to shuffle 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to Father Hawk and attack with its claw. And hits!
Oh, oh no.
Okay, Father Hawk takes a big hit and is hurt. This Geist up here... 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to move towards Biggs, but that it has to dash for it. Zenith.
Cover the father
Mhm.
by shooting a gravity spike at the Luarnin.
In front of him?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Hmm?
how far is the further one?
65?
Yeah, I'm
65.
gonna gravity spike the further one
Okay.
in hopes to knock it prone. So it needs to make a dex save.
Dex save.
Roll the 4.
12.
12! It's knocked prone.
Ooh.
It takes 4 piercing damage.
It is knocked
Nice.
prone and takes 4 piercing damage. Alright. Okay. Its health bar might go blank. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. Hold on. It's fine. I got it. It's working. It's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, that one takes the gravity spike and falls prone. Anything else?
I guess yeah. I just want to be more careful with this fucking black hole, because I can't be just spamming it willy-nilly.
Sure you can.
Who looks cooler, Briggs or Wedge?
They...
Can I make a vibe check?
Do you want to give me a... I mean, you can give me an insight check.
Yeah, I just want to know who has the nicer vibe to him. So why did I waste a good roll?
They've both been very silent in their dealings. You have not spoken to them. Biggs was the first one to pull out a fucking gat and shoot a Geist after he entered.
True and based. I'm gonna help him.
First one to pull out a gat.
You know,
I'm gonna place
I don't mean to
the-
break the horror vibes for a second, but he did immediately pull out a gun.
This is Alucard right here.
True. I'm just gonna place the black hole. Do I have to pick an unoccupied spot, or can I just place it on top of someone? Who wants to see the paragraph again? No.
Let's do it.
It does not say an empty spot. I can just pick a point on the ground. So I'm just gonna make it grow out of the wraiths. What do we call it?
Nice.
The whatever's its feet. Geist, the Geist's feet.
So right there.
Yeah. And it'll take a d6 at the start of its next turn.
Okay. Any movement?
No, I feel like grouping up is the best choice we could make.
Okay, yeah, what could go wrong?
The guys cast grenade.
This
There are guns, right?
Geist... This Geist here is going to change to its material form as a bonus action. And it needs to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then it'll dash 5, 10, 15, right there.
No.
This fallen Liornan has to spend half its movement to stand up. And we'll get right there. This Geist up by Wedge is going to attack him. And miss. Wedge is going to swing his sword twice. And hit both times. And take out this Geist.
Nice.
Biggs is going to... Yeah, he's going to pull out his longsword and then take a swing at the one in front of him. 2 swings, he gets 2. So only the second hits.
Ooh.
I'm so sorry he killed it.
Thank God.
I mean, thank God, but also I'm sorry for the black hole. And he is going to move back towards the stairs.
Who needs spell slots anyways?
Pupa, your turn.
Pupa, like, flings her hand back, which, like, allows, wait, has it been a short rest, or?
You took a
Yes.
short rest,
Indeed. She will connect her ethereal strings to Eleanor, or Eldrinar, sorry, I'm bad with names, and then I will make sure that I'm not in the whole, measurement tool, like a noob, and then I will move 35 feet here, and then can I make an insight to see if I can tell if these are like people that are afflicted with something?
Sure. They are indeed citizens afflicted by Geishnot. They are afflicted by the moon curse.
She will uncork the holy vial, thinking that she's helping, with no actual knowledge of whether or not she is, and she will try to force feed this thing.
Alright, so I'm gonna say this will be contested. You can roll acrobatics or athletics versus if that's athletics, it gets a 14.
I got an 11.
You get an 11. So, you try and force feed it, but it swats you away. Roll me a dexterity saving throw. You are able to keep the holy tonic in your hand as it swats you away, but it does prevent you from force feeding it the tonic, which would be your quote-unquote attack action.
Right. I would love to have a key point right now, but I don't, so I will... Can I, like... You're not gonna let me bonus action force feed it, right?
No.
Exactly. Okay, that's my turn then.
Alright, Father Hawk is going to he's going to spend a bonus action and expend a first level slot to call down the radiance and imbue his weapon with radiant damage. And then he's going to swing his mace at the fallen Luyarnin in front of him. And I believe miss.
Oh.
He does indeed miss.
Damn.
Eldrinar.
Rip.
As I load back in because I hit the wrong button again. Can I get 2 clarifications if you don't mind?
Mm-hmm.
Number one, how much ammo did Eldrinar get?
He gave you 20 bullets, you've spent 2.
So there weren't already 2 in the chamber. Okay. Number 2, what do you consider for reload? Can I use a bonus action, or does it have to be an action? And my apology, like, I legitimately don't know. I'm not trying to, like, get over on you or something.
No, that is perfectly fair, and I will check that real quick. Let me see here. So, a rifle... Let's see. I am going to say this, as a rifle, it'll probably be a slow reload, which is you have to use an attack or an action to reload. So if you had 2 attacks, you could spend 1 attack to reload, the second to attack.
Got it. So I only have 1, so I had to basically give up an attack for a turn.
Yeah. Or if it was the flintlock, I would say that'd be a fast reload, but you would have to bonus action, turn it into the flintlock, and then spend an action to reload it.
Yeah, I'd lose a turn regardless. Just so I realized, the flintlock holds 2, the basic rifle holds 1, correct?
Let me double check.
And one last thing as well, what is the range for the flintlock?
Yes, the flintlock. The flintlock's range is 100, 320. So 100 for the base, 320 for the second.
Thank you.
So are you just going to spend your turn reloading?
I'm going to bonus action turn back into a flintlock, since arguably at this distance, it's going to be more reliable to get 2 shots per turn every time instead of just 1 reload. So I'm going to bonus action and then reload.
Alrighty. Any movement or your turn?
That's all, folks.
Twain.
As a reaction to that, I use some of his movement and kind of twinkle toe over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna move down here, and I'm just gonna cast. Oh shit! I'm gonna cast Thunderclap on that guy in front of me. It's a con save.
Alright, Constitution saving throw. 12.
Takes 5 thunder damage.
Alrighty, it doesn't take as much damage as you'd like, but it does take damage.
Nope. There we go. I can't do anything, so.
Alright, this fallen Luyarnin is going to strike at Father Hawk again. for a 9 and miss. Zenith.
I gotta deal with the one in our face before I help anyone else. So, Gravity Spike at the one in front of me. Melee
Alright.
spell attack roll. Nope, Gravity Whip is the melee attack. That's an 11 to hit.
An 11 misses. I mean, if you wanted to move one, I'd give you advantage. Actually, I gotta remember my own rules. Am I doing flanking?
I don't know, are we? I haven't thought about it yet.
Because we do have some rules to make this a bit tougher. So I'm gonna have to go back and check my own rules. Yeah, it's flanking. Advantage on attack rolls if 2 PCs are opposite each other from a monster or flanking position.
Yeah, I planned that.
Point.
So this
We'll
will
stand right there
be the
and-
one time you get a free. Hey, do you want to do this?
Thanks. 20 to hit.
That hits. Everyone gets
Calculate.
one.
Now, I don't want to be that guy. Is this one in its corporeal form?
It is in its material form.
I can move it in 10 feet of my choice.
Mm-hmm.
Can I shoot it 10 feet in the air?
It just says in any direction.
It's a straight line in a direction of your choice. It's gravity magic. Can I shoot it in the sky and make him fall?
You know what? I'll allow it.
Hell
It's gonna
yeah.
Take 1d6 bludgeoning damage. Do you want to roll?
They all
bludgeoning
good
damage?
up and down. Yeah. 2.
Aww.
2 damage, and I think it gets knocked prone. I don't think it can get knocked prone though. So, So it takes the damage.
It took a little bit of damage.
Now it's its turn though,
Whoa.
It got uppercutted, now it's upset.
and now it's upset and it's gonna attack you with its rotten touch.
No.
Don't worry, I'm
A 7.
invincible. Ah, it's true, I am.
Let's go.
This fallen Luyarnin is going to attack Pupa. That is a 10.
That misses.
Wedge will pull out his gun, 5, 10, 15, 20, and fire it at the Geist, which misses. Biggs will also
Okay.
fire at the Geist, which misses.
Oh my gosh.
And then they'll spend their other attacks to reload. Pupa.
Pupa will use the advantage of flanking if possible
Mm-hmm.
to try and pretty much hop on this thing's back and try and force feed it.
Alright, I'll give you advantage on your athletics or acrobatics. Gotta beat a 13.
Oh,
Are you kidding me right now?
that's so crazy.
Roll me another dex save. 19, you're still able to hold it. As it gets to Father Hawk's turn, who sees what you're trying to do, and despite seeing what you're trying to do, he's gonna once again spend a spell slot as he shouts out, "Oh, they are already of beasts! They are too far gone!" And he will try and attack with advantage with the one you just tried to climb on with his mace, which will hit. So he's going to be dealing the damage and then 3d6 radiant. That is... that one is looking hurt. Eldrinar. You now have a flintlock. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go blasting.
Alright, who you blasting? That guy?
I'll assume he's more hurt than he is.
Yes.
Like, how does he look? Like, is he barely up? Is he still
rough.
pretty good?
Yeah.
I'll let them deal with him. I'll take a shot at him.
Okay.
That misses.
A 7 does miss.
Well, that's all.
Wayne.
I'm just gonna say screw it. I'm gonna pull the dagger out of my cloak, and I'm gonna attack the Geist right in front of me
Alright, with advantage.
with advantage. And I've got
That
12.
hits.
Let's go.
5
And
piercing
take-
damage.
5 piercing.
Not bad.
Let's go. I did the same amount with my freaking thunderclap.
Alright, that's your turn?
Yes.
This fallen Luyarnin's gonna turn around and try and attack Pupa. It's tired of you jumping on it. And
Tired of you force feeding it.
it has another one of its allies within 5 feet of you, so it is going to gain advantage thanks to pack tactics. Does a 17 hit Pupa?
Yes.
You're gonna take 7 points of slashing damage as we go to Zenith.
This one's next to us is still up, right?
It is still up, but it is hurt.
Alright, the old up and down once again. This time making sure I do have advantage.
The old up and down. The old up and down.
The old up and down.
Alright, roll a d6. Roll a d6. Alright, it dies. And then I need the two of you to make a Constitution saving throw, as when it lands, it explodes in a burst of
I
poison.
forgot about
they
that.
explode!
Shit.
Oh,
Alright, so
Sorry.
Twain, you're taking 7 points of poison damage.
Nice.
And Zenith, you're taking 4 points of poison damage. But it is dead.
Thank God.
coughing our lungs out. Oh, that wasn't too bad.
Oh my God.
And I'll just stay there.
Okay. This fallen Yarnan is actually going to ignore you, Pupa, and go for the father.
No.
And try and... You will get an attack of opportunity for where it moves, if you wish.
Sure. Can I try to force feed it as it goes by?
I'm going to say no. That one's going to be a bit
Okay.
harder to do. So if you want to
Alright.
punch it, you can.
Yeah, she'll punch it.
That will hit. 7.
7 bludgeoning.
And then it's going to gain advantage on attacking the father because of pack tactics, which misses. Wedge is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and fire on this one. And hits. And then Biggs is going to go around the pillars 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Pupa.
Yeah, I know, I'm a broken record. I'm gonna try it again.
Okay. Advantage, you have to beat a 18, which you do. So you are able to force feed the holy tonic down the throat of this Luyarnin. Roll a d6.
Okay. 5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, if it drinks more holy tonics, its saving throws for the other holy tonics are increased. How do I want to rule this? 'Cause they're already a beast. They're already of bestial nature. They have been transformed by the moon. I don't know if I'd really call that a disease. I know it's likely not what Pupa wanted to go for. If you encountered someone already transforming, I'll say this now, I would give you benefits. These fallen Luyarnin are already transformed into a beast. They're already of bestial nature. So I'm going to have you roll the healing for the Holy Tonic, which is, I believe, 44 plus 4, but it's going to deal damage to him instead.
12, yeah, 18. Or no, 16. Oh, baby. Yeah, 16, I'm sorry.
Okay. So as you force feed this fallen Yarnin this tonic, you can see it actually begin to burst in radiant light, and it falls, collapses in pain, and dies.
Oh shit!
That what almost seems like a single speckle of sand that could almost be a tear falls out of her eye.
Anything else, Pupa?
Bonus action doesn't do anything. Instead moves pew, 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 back up to here.
Okay. Father Hawk. Yep, sorry.
No, it's okay. She was startled.
Rightfully so. Father Hawk will use the Call to Radiance once more, try and swing, and hits. And then 3d6 Radiant. -7, this guy's looking rough. Eldrinar, your turn.
I'm gonna go blast him. Is that okay?
Yeah. That just hits.
Question, would you consider them humanoid?
They are indeed humanoid.
Okay, let me check one thing quick.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, you kill him.
Never mind, nice.
And as you kill him and he falls, the second he falls to the ground, you can feel tremors rock the cathedral. As you catch your breath immediately, followed by the sound of the front doors that were previously opened, now splintering, as a figure bursts through.
Oh no.
With an eerie glow that fills the room, the creature lets loose a blood-curdling howl and charges right at you as a scourge lichen and 2 parasitic geists enter the field.
No.
So I need to set them up real quick. Let me get my scourge lichen at the ready. I don't know why they weren't set up before. And then my parasitic geists. My lovely, lovely good boys.
Oh.
Don't you just love something called a parasitic geist?
Yeah, I feel like I caught one of those one time.
And I will roll initiatives for them. And then the Scourge Lichen. Okay, that was Eldrinar's turn. Parasitic Geist number 1! 5, 10, 15, 20. It goes right there. And ends its turn. Zenith.
I'm gonna look at the big one.
The wolf.
Yeah. The ugly one. And I'm gonna try to knock it prone. I'm gonna grab
Alright.
these back. I need a deck save.
Dex save from the Scourge Lycan coming through. 6.
It fails and takes 2 piercing damage,
2
falling
piercing.
prone.
And it does fall prone. Any movement?
You know, weirdly, I think I'm still great right there.
Okay. So it will take half movement to stand up. And then it's going to... It's going to charge through the pews and dash right up to Biggs.
No, not Biggs.
Ooh, Wedge is going to charge up as well. Right there. Jumping onto the pew and slashing with advantage and his longsword. 18 hits, and then he'll also shoot at it with advantage because they don't get disadvantage for being up close.
Oh.
Alright, Biggs is gonna do the exact same. 1, 2, 3. Everyone give me perception checks, please.
Before I roll, do you want me to use my passive because it's a 15 or just roll straight?
You can roll straight. So Eldrinar and Pupa, while the others might be appropriately, Zenith and Twain might be a bit feared to notice this. You're able to tell that these two hunters are experts. They are expert hunters. They are trained in the craft because the second a lumbering beast like the Lycan enters the building, it's dead as soon as it entered.
Oh my gosh.
They move with grace, they cut through this beast, and it dies. Pupa, your turn.
Yeah. Okay. Takes a few steps back. I end my turn.
Okay. Parasitic Geist number 2 is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, and end its turn. Father Hawk will spend a spell slot to launch a guiding bolt at this one. He will do it at second level. And this one is gone.
Oh.
Twain.
Is it me or Eldrinar?
Oh yes, Eldrinar's first. My bad. Eldrinar, your turn.
Bonus action rifle, action reload.
Okay. Then Twain.
Hey, Vicious Mockery on that last Parasitic Geist.
Alrighty, Wisdom save. I give you
For one
a
psychic.
14 for one psychic.
Let's get, it takes one psychic.
Alright,
And disadvantage on that next turn.
indeed. And if you're not moving, Zenith.
Oh, this is going well. Yeah. Second verse, same as the first. Another gravity spike at the
Dex
other one down there.
save. 20.
It's fine.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there.
Wedge, 5, 10, 15, 20 is going to go in. 1, 2, 3. And he doesn't even need the firearm, he drops it.
Wow.
And with that, as the quiet comes once more, to the building, the beast slayed. Some time passes as the survivors crawl out to the morning approaching. Father Hawk comes to all of you and thanks you for your assistance in defending the night and your bravery and any sacrifices during this Geistnacht. He hands each of you 50 gold pieces as a token of his gratitude as the sun slowly rises over the city, dispelling the shadows and the horrific creatures that once haunted the streets. The Paterna Eater district outside is now a scarred landscape, marked by the horrors of the night. Though Geistnacht and seemingly the shattered moon has ended for now, as this hunt has concluded, it will come again, and the city must prepare once more for the next time the cursed moon rises. As we end this adventure and prepare ourselves for the next one.